Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. I always want to say welcome to the Lumiere show. Anyway, welcome to the Lumiere channel. This is your weekly guide. Will it be stone 1? A selenite stone? Is this stone 1? I mean, this is stone 1. But is your weekly guidance in here? Feel free to breathe and come back. Pause the video. Is it in stone 2? Another selenite stone. This is a wand though, I think. I love this one. Or is it in stone 3? Clear quartz geode, I believe? It's a geode. Stone 3. Which one's it in? Which one's is it? So, pick your stone. I will give you 10 seconds. The timestamps will be, oh come on, in the description box below. And I will see you in your reading. Okay, that's good. We will actually start with stone 1. Hey there, stone 1. How are ya? Welcome to your weekly guidance. What's going on with you, stone 1? You good? Are you bad? Have you been bad? Something, Sinbad? Remember, feel free to come back to this video or any other weekly guidance readings that I have up, because that may be the week for you. I like to do a pick a card, because in that way you can pick which one speaks the most to you. So, for the highest good of stone 1, please, may I have guidance to help guide them through this week. Guidance for their highest good, please. Guidance for stone 1's highest good. Oddly, the deck I'm using is not a deck that that I would want to use. But I love this deck and it wants to speak to you, so here we are. Pause for a second. I would say this week is a little bit about pausing. This week is about you crouching before you jump. Inhaling and holding that breath before you exhale and do something. I feel like that's what your guidance here is saying with the 7 of Wands in reverse. I feel like there will be a time for action, but for right now, it's a time for pause. It's a time for reflection, but reflection in that, like, if you think of an inhale, you're taking in air, right? You're taking in what's going on, you're taking in what's happening, you're taking in what's happened, and when you pause, you're letting it into your circulation system, right? Like your air circulation. You're taking it to your belly, to your solar plexus, to your insides, and doing something with it, and your body is churning it into, and then you breathe out that CO2. You've had like a chemical process happen inside your whole being. You've breathed in O2 and you've breathed out CO2. You've added something more, and it's all a part of living. It's all a part of breathing. So I feel like this week it's a breath, but it's a type of breath where you're doing something. It's breathing is passive, but it's also quite active. In this sense for you, I feel like this week you're meant to pause reflectively on what move you're going to make, on what's just happened, on what's about to happen, what you're about to do, what's about to go down. Right? On what your next move is, or what the next move period is. You might even be, in a sense, waiting for something, waiting for a shoe to drop, waiting for a signal, waiting for you to be picked up, waiting for something. But it's like this isn't just a chill and just chill. It feels like it's an inhale, pause, and then an exhale. So there's there's purpose, like actual strict purpose to this waiting. It's an active waiting for you. That's what I'm picking up for you. And I love that it's a 7. 7 is a holy number for me. 7 means a lot to me. In that it's a holy number. And the fact that it's a 7 of Wands with the crouching, like I said earlier, it feels like you're gaining perspective, but from a different perspective, right? When you're crouching, maybe you're looking closer. When you're at higher ground, you're looking at a higher perspective, and maybe not looking at all the itty bitty details, you're looking at the greater scheme of things. But when you're crouching, it rubs me off, and it rubs off on me in a sense of you're at a higher perspective, yes, but you're also peering down and looking and assessing. You're not doing anything but waiting, taking in information, and like using that information for something. So it's I don't even want to say a pause, but it's like when you're a student and you're studying in school, and sleep is the best move for you to make, because it's in sleep that you will understand. It's in sleep that you will like assimilate. What's the word I'm looking for? It's in sleep that you will acclimatize. I don't know. It's in sleep somehow that will help you understand what you've been studying, and for you to take the test. Like, it's still that thing of something has happened, you breathed it in, you're holding space for it, or you're holding court for it, and then you're going to deliberate after you breathe out and you've taken the information that you needed to take in. So this week for you is to do that. This week for you is to do that. And I feel like it's going to be good. I feel like I really do. I feel like it's going to be good. You're entering into like a pretty good good times. I like that. I like this for you. I think I'll stop here. 7 minutes. That's nice. Perfect. Bye, Stone One. Before you go, Stone One, if you want more pick a cards, I have a pick a card playlist. I have a ton of pick a cards on the channel. And if you are looking for the opportunity to stop questioning yourself and sort of get some sort of guidance of next steps for you, even in a way that sort of helps put you into the position to make better choices for yourself, feel free to hit me up for a reading. The information for that is in the description box below, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'll be in tow. Don't forget to like the video so it can be in your liked videos, so that it can come up one day, or you can look through the liked videos one day and maybe have a card from this week's this reading that may speak to you differently, right? Or the same, who knows? Otherwise, keep your light on, honey, and good luck. Hello, Stone 3. Hi, Stone 3. Hello, Stone 3. Stone 3, what's good? What is your guidance for the week? What is the guidance for the week? I don't know what that little ditty was. How are you doing, Stone 3? Stone 3, do you know anything about those, what's that name for flowers that are like aloe vera and cactus? Like, what's that group name for those? I forget. May I please have guidance for the highest good and the highest good of all for Stone 3, please? Guidance for Stone 3 for this week, please. Guidance that will serve Stone 3 for the week. Oh. Hey! I kind of, I was reading another stone, and it had this is the Seven of Wands, okay? And I was thinking about the Eight of Wands when I saw that stone, and this is pretty cool. So, I wonder. I'll keep that thought to myself. So, stone 3, baby, is happening. It's go time. It's time for you to act, okay? It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to be receptive. You may get some news. You may get some word. You may get some intuitive hits. You may get some actual hits. You may have a busy week. But it's fruitful. Wow, you guys. So far this week, this whole pick card reading so far feels very good. I love the Eight of Wands, something fierce. The Eight of Wands means good things to me, in this position especially. It means good things. It means jolly things. It means fruitful things. It means good news. It means things that may be busy, things that may be hardworking, things that may be, I was gonna say something in my mother's language, which you would not have understood, but I'll say it anyway. Billy kitty, which means like, you know, very fidgety and movie like that. And at the at the top of the deck we get the Fool in reverse, which is quite interesting when I look at it in this reading. I can't stop looking at it. To me, I see another wand. Like, he's carrying a wand. I feel like if I add this as a message, which it definitely has some weight here for you. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Yes, it does. If there is something coming your way, if there is news coming to you, or you are giving news to someone else, if you are getting news about something, it's going to require you to take some sort of action, right? Either these are like offers, job offers for some of you, that's nice. Congratulations, or just keep, well done if it is something that you're looking for. Either these are opportunities, even maybe a group of people, and they don't have to be in the same group. It could just be like this person and that person and this person, and that makes a group of people. It's one of those times when you're kind of like, why is everybody popping up, or why is everybody, doing this, that, and the other? But it's kind of nice. Like, it makes you smile. It's sort of cheeky. It makes you feel desired and desirable. So that's nice. Before you take a step towards anything, take a second to look at it. Like, take a pause and check in with yourself before you jump off that cliff. Okay? Just take a cute second to either appreciate or think about whether this is what you're wanting, or just to take a second to maybe not even gloat, like feel yourself, right? Like, do your thing, but take a beat. Otherwise, let me read this for you. Actually, I need all of the good we can get from this, because I love when this comes up. Why is it skipping this whole page? Yeah, I would say, you know what? Because I do see the wand with the Fool, and the next wand would be the Nine of Wands. So putting there to be 9 wands. But with the Fool in reverse, it's almost like, don't jump yet. To me, it says take a beat, because this is action to me. But still, it's almost like what's coming up is you taking an opportunity, you doing something with whatever's coming your way, and you taking that beat gives you that second to, and then you can go, or you go, you know what? Which one is the opportunity that I really want to go for? Or you take a second to just sort of think and feel, because what's coming next is going to be some stuff. It's good stuff, but it's, some stuff. Like, if your business is growing finally, and you're getting leads, and you're getting actual, opportunities and paying opportunities, and like partnerships that make sense, that's some great freaking news. But at the same time, you're still working full time, or you're still working at these other jobs, and there's only so much time in the day. And now it's like, this is really, really great. These blessings are beautiful, but where's the time? Like, how am I going to get the energy to do this? Or you get a bunch of suitors. People live in this world. You get a bunch of suitors and you're like, oh my God, this is so great, but like, I don't have enough time to like date or give these people the time that they need or want. You know, it's like nice, but then it's also like, there's practicalities, right? So maybe you do get a really good opportunity at work, the thing that you wanted, but now it's like, okay, you have to travel and do these things, but you have family obligations, or how is it going to be coordinating XYZ? It's still good stuff. It's just about finding the way through it, right? So with the Nine of Wands, it's someone who's sort of beat up and tired. And I always think of the Nine of Wands as someone who got bopped on the head with all 8 of these wands. Like, each of them just bonked them like all Three Stooges style. And the person's like, woo, my lord, and uses one stick to hold themselves up. But I feel like that's going to be in the best of ways for you, right? Like, really great opportunities that make you go, okay, I have to restructure my life, or I have to restructure my week. I have to restructure the next month. I have to restructure, this thing came through. Like, now I have to, let's say you get a vacation approved, and it's like, okay, great, but now I have like 3 days to figure things out on how to put my stuff in order. Something like that. It's good stuff. It's just, pragmatism gets in the way. So that's my intuitive hit. Let me read this here. Unlike most of the minor arcana cards, this one does not tell a story as such. The wands simply appear as a portent on their own. 8 wands fly across a fair sky above a wooded landscape. Because the top of the wands is the part that is leafy, we know these wands are coming down to earth, not flying upward. I beg to differ, but okay. Like thrown spears or arrows in formation, the wands are heading toward their target. Pew! When you get this side in a reading, this card is a sign of something coming, often a message or some information that will assist you in your endeavor. If you are waiting for news, you won't have to wait much longer. The card can also mean that things are speeding up. A blockage of some sort may have given way so that events will unfold more quickly now. Don't be caught off guard. Yeah, and even with the Fool showing up in the reverse, I love that, because that's the beginning. It's the jump off the cliff. It's the opportunity. It's the thing. You're coming out of the 8 into the 0, where all these twists and turns of an infinity become stretched out and expand into a 0, which is one loop of like newness. So I'm seeing a lot of good stuff here for you. This week is going to be popping, and I hope it extends into next week. Whatever it is, don't forget to take a beat, so you can either appreciate, or you can, definitely appreciate it, or just take a breath to be like, okay, it's go time. Or take a breath to see which opportunity will serve you the best for what you're wanting for your future, and make a plan for that. Yeah. If you want more pick-a-cards, I have a ton. I have many. I have what they call a plethora of pick-a-cards. And if you have a suggestion for one that you want me to do, please write it in the comments and I will note that. I lost my list of suggestions. Not even suggestions, it's a bunch of ideas I had which tell me something about where we're at energetically. So let me know what you want me to read. If there's anything that specifically you want me to read, pick-a-card wise, let me know, and I will add it to the new list, and feel for when the energy is right for me to read that. And also, again, I have a ton of pick-a-cards. Feel free to also come back to this video, because there were 2 other options that maybe another week will give you what you need in this reading. And also feel free to share with a friend. But if you're looking for something more personal, something that gives you guidance that is definitely for you and not for the masses, something that will help you determine, okay, you know what, this is a space that I need to be in for what's coming, and maybe even a hint into what's coming. Sometimes that pops up and I'm just reading it and you know best, but the guidance lasts for a while. If you're looking for something more tailor-made to you and your life specifically, I'd be more than happy to read for you. The information for a personal reading is in the description box below. Okay? So, until then, thank you for liking the video. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Keep your light on, honey, and good luck. Yay. Okay. That was nice. Come through, deck. How has this become a tarot channel? Not about it. What up, number 3? Hey, number 3. How are you, number 3? Oh, I'm sorry. You're stone 2. Look, you're stone 2. You're just the final reading I'm doing, okay? You're stone 2. Hey, stone 2. Ooh-wee. Alright. Stone 2. I zoomed in. Okay, honey, where you going? Where you going? What's the plan? Where you off to? Where you off to? Where your mind wandering to? You want to tell me a story? May I please have guidance for the highest good for stone 2, please? Stone 2, please. The highest guidance for stone 2, please. The highest guidance and the goodest. Wait, the highest guidance and the highest good of all. For the highest good of stone 2 and the highest good of all, may I please have guidance for stone 2. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Oh, I love this deck. Yes. Okay. What's going on? You walking away from something? You think you lost a little something this week? Let me see. What's going on here? Oh, fuck. Oh, God, the whole reading had, like, static in it. So mad about that. Alright, y'all. You have, apples. Apple stone, what is that? Maybe that's significant for you, somebody out there. Plant some apples. Or don't, regarding whatever your situation may be. Right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. How's your health? Maybe focus on your health this week. You know? Focus on your health. Plant that seed for your health. Walk away from unhealthy habits. Glugging too much. Put some investment in your health. It might be slow. It might take some time. But take the road less traveled when it comes to your health. Don't speed into fads. Or 7 pounds in 1 week. As fun as that is, you may gain 14 pounds back. Or put your body in some stuff. In any case, I do see that. Here's why. I see this 8 of Cups here. Okay? And with the Pentacles here, I'm inclined to talk about your health. This person is walking away from these caps. Those drinks. And it's tough. It really is tough. Alright, for those of you that aren't dealing with that, we have here the Ace of Pentacles in Awareness. What I'm drawn to when I look at this is the Pentacle, number 1, the space between the Pentacle and the hand, number 2, and number 1.5. Those people in the background. These people were like the second or first thing that I really saw in this card. So there's something here to do with people. Perhaps an opportunity that you think is yours may pass you by or may not be yours because you're looking elsewhere. Perhaps you may leave an opportunity. You may walk away from something that you thought you wanted, a group you wanted to be a part of, but you maybe realize it's not for you, or something about it perks your attention to say it's not for you, or maybe it bypasses you. I'm sort of feeling that you bypass it, or you somehow come to a decision that, you know what, oh, this isn't really for me. And this could be something that has been pre-existing in your life, in your world. This could be something that you've had ties to, you've had experiences with, you've had your emotions wrapped up in it, you've had a nice chunk of your life in this, whether it's physically, sometimes we have these dream jobs, and then we get the dream job and we're like, God, I don't like this, right? It's no longer the dream, and you may have been in the job for a month, and there's not that much tied to the job, but the history of you wanting something. Perhaps you've wanted to leave a certain situation and you finally entered into a newer situation, and maybe you're a couple weeks in, or a month in, or a year in, whatever the time may be. Time is sort of irrelevant here. I'm just kind of using it as an example. And you may think, oh man, like I have to leave this, but there may have been some investment on your part emotionally. So maybe you have been jobless and you find a job, and that job isn't what you thought it would be, or isn't what you want, and you choose to leave it and maybe enter into something different. Something that used to be something English, please. I'm a scholar, you see. Something that used to mean something to you in some way, shape, or form is now no longer something that holds the same weight it used to for you. And perhaps for you, the guidance is to let go of that. And that is hard. That can be hard. That can be difficult. That can be scary. Because now it's like, okay, I've wanted this for so long. Now what? Where do I go? I fall into the abyss. And speaking of the abyss, at the bottom of the deck, we have the moon in reverse. So, and to me, this is like the dark side of the moon. Okay, just an eclipse. All right. It's a time where you feel a little bit lost. It's a time where you feel where to go from here. Now, what's to become of me, as Eliza Doolittle would say. Clock the reference. What's to happen? And your guidance is this is when it becomes a little tug at your collar difficult to do a reading sometimes, because it's like, if that's the space that you find yourself in this week, then yes, like, you're on track. You're exactly where you need to be according to this. If there was guidance here, I would say it's to let it go. Now, alternatively, if you have been grinding and focusing on yourself to the point that you've shucked other people, to the point that you've refused gestures of socializing, of maybe even being with coworkers or being with your loved ones, or just various relationships in your life, if you've been closing yourself off from them, if this storyline fits more for you, this of you focusing too much on the dollar bill, y'all, then perhaps this week your guidance is to walk away from your obsession with work for a bit and open your eyes to the world around you. Let go of the coins for a bit and just sort of breathe out and in with the world and interact with the people around you. Hit up some friends, hit up some coworkers even, be the planner of an event. That will, speaking of which, I need a bowl. That will, I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. This is what it is. Socialize. Be the planner of an event. If this event is something like you saying, hey, you guys, what are you doing after work? Anybody want to grab dinner? I know this restaurant nearby. Or anybody want to grab dinner? Just something like that. Or calling a friend at lunch, texting a friend at lunch or in the morning or right now, as you're watching this reading. Minimize the screen. pause it, come back to, or finish the reading first. Hey, and let them know, hey, when are you free this week? Or just say, hey, what are you doing Thursday or Friday? Or what are you doing Monday or Tuesday? What are you doing XYZ? Let's hang out. Let's go out. Maybe get some groups to get some friends together. Here's a hot tip for organizing friends who have busy lives. Just pick a date. Whomever shows up, shows up. If people can't show up, do not postpone it. Say, who's available Thursday at 8? If nobody can show up, then say, okay, how about Friday, right? Some people may say, oh, maybe Friday. I can do Friday. I can do Friday. Can you do Friday? Do Friday. Okay? Don't postpone that shit. Meet with people who can, and then keep it moving. The other person will be fine. Really. So I'm seeing twofold here. There's something about the first part that I mentioned and the second part. So let me actually, for you, do this. I love how Spirits, I was like, hey, Luce, this is the third one. So, it's gonna be a little bit, you're gonna have to go a little bit deeper because it's the last one, so it's alright. Alright, that's how I was thinking about this guy. Yeah, there is a walking away of something here. Okay, there is a walking, this is the devil, okay, in reverse, and it's on the freedom side. This is beautiful. It's still in hell, right? But it's in the freedom side. So there is something that's been sort of clinging to you. You've been clinging to. It could be focusing so much on the material. It could be, what was even the first part of this reading? So once the story is done, it's done. I forgot. Was it about taking care of your body and letting go of vices? I'll say overall, it's walking away from vices. So if you have been indulging in candies, if you have been indulging in way too many sugars and way too many carbohydrates, like, pace yourself. And it feels like this week you will be. It feels like this week you will be invited, and there will be a nurturing around you, encouraging you to let go of these vices, to let go of the things that have been, that you've been emotionally attached to, right? The Eight of Cups, walking away. And even here, we have the Hermit. The Eight of Cups and the Hermit are often really similar in that there's a hood, and when I look at the Eight of Cups, I saw a Hermit in terms of, like, the hood. And the thing about this side is the Hermit is coming back to life. Like, he's descending from his mountain. He's descending from all the stuff that he's been through. There's an eagle, there's the moon dogs, and this is the moon that we had on the other side, right? So it's an outward, cool. The message is, like, completely come out for this part. That's really cool. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's peeking and opening the blinds a little bit and saying, hey. It's saying a sweet hello and a gentle tiptoe in the water. It's a start to coming out of something that was maybe keeping you. It's planting different seeds and becoming a little bit more social. I do believe, yeah, the Hermit here on this side is a social guy. His moon dogs are coming for him. So, yeah, for whomever this is for, the first message may have resonated a bit more, or they layer, right? My readings can be quite layered. So if that message layers with this one, overall, I want to say that there is a sense of walking away from what's been taking up a lot of your emotional space. What you've been emotionally invested in, that you've been really tied to. It could be something physical, where maybe you're making time for something that isn't giving as much to you, or maybe it's now giving you what you've needed, and now it's okay for you to sort of lean back, take a break, and open your eyes and open your arms and open your heart to the people, the places, the relationships around you that you may have neglected. This is friends, this is family, this is maybe coworkers, this is people who want to spend time with you, people who are jolly, people who are open to spending time with you. Listen, I don't have anybody who wants to spend time with me. Maybe extend a hand, right? This is also about gentle gestures. I'm not seeing anything radical here. I'm not seeing throwing a party. I'm just seeing like an invite to, hey, I'm going out to eat here. Does anybody want to come? Or I'm going to eat here. I'm going to order food from here. Does anybody want me to order them something? and then they say, oh, I'll just come with you. I'm going to the toilet. Ladies, you know, so if one of your groups goes to if one of your friends or you're out at a restaurant, someone goes to the toilet, go with them, okay? It's gentle gestures like this. Ladies travel in packs. But yeah, this is I think there's definitely a social aspect here about leaving a certain type of solitude behind, a certain kind of too much of whatever you were emotionally invested in, okay? And focusing on something else. So if you've been focusing, you know, if this is about you engaging more in your job, it could be where you have been maybe focusing in something else, but I feel like there's something that's ended for sure. There's something that's ended or ending or that you're coming out of or that you're encouraged to come out of this week and investing in something different. Focusing on something different, or at least taking a break into something different for you that'll nurture more of your soul, more of your being than anything else. Okay? And also take care of your body, because I can't help but see some physical stuff here for you this week. In that, you know, like, take care of your body. Not that oogie boogie boogie. No, but like, you know, hug yourself, be good to your body, treat it like a friend that needs tender, loving care too. Alrighty, I wish you everything. Look, I have a bunch of pick a cards on the channel. If you've already gone through my pick cards, go through them again, see what you can find, see what calls to you, because they are the most timeless pick a cards I have ever experienced in my entire life, and I did them. I'm super self-critical, okay? I will, if I'm having a tough decision, I will go to my own pick a cards and be like, okay, Luce, tell me something. And then Luce will tell me something, and I'll get mad at Luce because she told me something, and I'm like, go F yourself. And then I actually do sort of meditate on the message, and it helps me out immensely when it comes to calming myself or making a decision. And if you want something more personal that can help you calm yourself and make a decision that makes sense without all the emotional ties to stuff that just isn't for you, or even that is for you and you just don't know it anymore, feel free to hit me up for a reading. There is information for that in the description box below. So I will bid you adieu. I will bid you a farewell. And I wish you everything. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks for liking the video and sharing it if you did, and commenting. If you have any suggestions, I lost my suggestion list. Okay, and I want to know what you would like me to read for you. I'm finding that I'm being a lot more open to reading, so show me what you got, and I will do my best to. I will definitely, make a note of it. I'm starting a new suggestion list so I can give you guys some videos, and also feel free to subscribe. That'd be cool. That'd be kind of cute, right? If you're into this good here. All right, honey, I will see you next time. Okay? Keep your light on, and good luck.